the build. It's too good. I made this awesome, very cheap shield for you, and it's just too much for me to handle. I don't think I can go on after this, after having such a good build. The only thing that could possibly aid my suffering, my crippling, crippling disease, is your subscription. Subscribe if you want to save me in this awesome shield video. Such brave words from a disease-stricken man. Just right here, moments ago. So brave. Creating such a good video, such a good build. And then the fame, it got to him. In all seriousness, I would appreciate if you do subscribe. But, of course, that's only if you enjoy our content. If you don't. Anyway, so today we're going to be building a very, very nice shield. And with that, let's get right into it. Got it all traced out. So what we're going to do now is we're going to cut. And just so you know, this is in the style of a kite shield. I like to call it tombstone shield, but that's just me. So if you hear me say tombstone shield, not kite shield, and you're like, what the hell is that? This is what it is. Just letting you know in advance. And I know I'm probably going to get a few comments being like, hey, wait, didn't ZNA Productions do this? And yes, he did. I actually really liked his idea of like shield bashing, or shield for shield bashing. And so I want to do my own version of this, or version of it. And so this is a little bigger, and I'm going to be doing my own different, planned it out, and I think it's going to be really cool. Let's cut it out. Doesn't that look beautiful? It almost looks like someone cut it out with a handsaw and then sanded the edges down with a belt sander. But I mean, hey, I guess the saw cleaver is just a goat. I was wrong. I was completely wrong. It is very practical. Yeah. Alright, you know what I'm going to be doing now? I'm going to be... Bet you weren't expecting that. I marked where this is the red line. These are a few failed lines. The red lines is going to be where I'm going to be cutting out. And it's going to be for my hand right here, like that. So I can poke it. So what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be drilling a series of holes here, all around. Just like what I did with the Viking shield if you watch that video. As you can see, we have completed this first circle, and what I need though is to get a good grip. I need to cut out, or honestly, I was thinking I was going to cut out, but I don't want to waste too much space, so I'm just going to file it down so that I can fit my wrist in there, and see. sorry. I just realized my whole filming for making this is corrupted. I can't show it. It's like the camera was like this half the time. So like it was me sawing and stuff and it was like that. And I was like, are you kidding me? Wait, look at my flops. These are my workshop flops. And so I'm sorry, bro. But yeah. So I'll just explain what I did. I got a piece of wood and I cut it in half. And I cut it into this shape. And then I cut out this little circle here that fits right here. And this will act as a stabilizer for this. So let's say this breaks off or this breaks off. This won't be able to move because this would be in place. Not only that, it protects the wood from splitting. And these, you see this actually isn't tall enough. So I put these right here. And it doesn't have to look this exact way, but as long as it has this function. And yeah. So this is pretty simple to make. I actually don't think it's good. I was thinking about remaking it, but then I was like, you know what? Honestly, like, if you can't make this part on your own, you probably aren't experienced enough to make this whole shield. So maybe try some other things first and then come back to this project if you don't think you could do that on your own. And so what I'm gonna do right now is I'm gonna glue these together, all of this, and then put some nails or screws, or I'll see what I'm gonna move for. Bro, so as I was making the outer like protection so the wood doesn't split, I realized this hand grip was here. And I don't know how I didn't see this before, but that is not straight. And I went to go test it, right? And I felt that I was like this, and I should be like that, or like this. I was like this. And I was like, this is not comfortable. And so I realized, I was like, I'm an idiot. I put it here when it should have been here. And so I don't know how I didn't see that, but I didn't see that before. And so what I did is I took everything off. I said, screw it, you know. I'd rather get this right than do like an okay job. And so I got this piece of wood and I cut it out, sanded it down. And so now this fits. And I mean, it's not perfect. You know, as you can see, it's not 100% straight, but it's much better than it was. What you can take away from this is, number one, you should make this hole further down. That's what I would do, because I'm realizing also the size of this shield. There's no need to have this hole right at the front. So when you're making this, the hole should be like right here. So what I'm gonna be doing now is I'm gonna wait for this to dry. Then I'm gonna screw everything back in, flip it around, finish this, and then I'm gonna put on the boss and paint. Yeah, that's paint. You know what I might do? I might add this at the back. And if you're wondering, this is aluminum. Here. So I'm probably gonna put this on the back of this, and that's really it. Screw these in. Then we're ready to paint, honestly, yeah. Oh, and I did coat this entire thing in the wood glue. I was thinking about doing resin originally to give it some rigidity, because it is plywood. So I was like, is that gonna split? Did I make it like a wrong choice using plywood? But then I realized, I was like, you know what? If I can just coat the whole thing like resin or glue, it should be able to like hold better together. So I'm kind of testing that out right now. Look at this. Ladies and gentlemen, I'd say this is looking very, very fine. Before painting, of course. So, yeah, that's exactly what we're going to do. Let's hit this with some matte black spray paint and then do some detail work. Let's paint. Oh wow, the shield looks so nice and good. No, it doesn't. You see this? All these inconsistencies. You wanna know how I'm gonna fix this? You wanna know what I'm gonna do about this massive problem that's plaguing us as a nation? I'm gonna paint over it with some acrylic paint. And I recommend you do the same. Unless you wanna get that instead of this. The shield. This thing, I'm pretty proud of, gotta admit. Like, look at this. You got like what I call defensive mode, where it's like formation fighting, and you're getting like a pretty much full body protection here. And this is really a defense shield because this is not made like you can kind of do this with it, but it's not the same. And then you got the other form, which I call offense shield. And so this, yes, you can get some defensive properties, of course, because it's a shield, but it's mainly for offense, where you punching guys or bonking guys, or it's a left-handed weapon where you're going like uppercut, or that wasn't really an uppercut, but you know. This also does provide head protection, so like if you're going into like houses or something, or like close quarters. Let me see here, this is your offhand weapon, you're like whoosh. And so yeah, all in all, great shield, easy build, and I think it looks pretty good. I'm gonna probably repaint this. I might even like completely do the whole redesign it. And what I also did is I added a few more screws to these because I felt like it was getting loose, and I didn't want the buckle or the leather strap to come undone. So yeah, success, I'd say. And yeah, so please, if you made it this far, which not everyone does, I'd really appreciate it if you subscribe, because really help us out here. If you're enjoying the content, if you made this, subscribe. I guarantee you're gonna get some value out of this channel. Soon I want to do some self-improvement videos, so that should be fun. And yeah, that's all I have for you, so farewell, friend. Or let's say your sword breaks like that, and then you're like, oh no, I just have my mitts and the shield. But wait, this shield can punch. You can go start busting people in the chest, whamming them, all that. All right, boy. All right, boys. Looks like I'm not the only one that's up. Hey, buddy. How you doing? Oh, my phone just got me where it's too hot too. Let's go inside.